I'm here, just a few minutes late. But we are here. All right, so we're gonna finish the last bit of this. And then I did get my order today, but not in time to prep it. So we'll jump into the butterfly after this. And then once we finish the butterfly, we'll work on like some keychains and badge reels and kind of break it up just a little bit. Thank you, thank you. I kind of obsessing over them right now. Really happy with how they turned out. Hi, how are you? Thank you. I love having the freedom to kind of mix my own nail glitters, because then I can kind of get my nails like exactly the way that I want them. They're so pretty. And my nail girl, she always gets super excited whenever I bring in some new glitters. Ouch. So I decided I didn't like the lighter gray. So I'm kind of just going in, dotting over some of the areas. Hello, hello. Sorry, I was kind of looking down for a sec. How's everyone's Wednesday? How's everyone's Wednesday going? Sorry, I'm pulling up a picture real fast. Hello, hello. Oh yeah, how'd it go? Was it successful? It's okay if it wasn't. You took a second off to feel better from the vid. Yay, you did! Woohoo! Hello, hello. I got my order today too. It was exciting. I need kind of, where's that peachy color? Sometimes you still need a little bit of extra time to kind of just, you know, really decide on like if you like it or not. I've went back to pieces, you know, like a couple times before I like officially finished them, especially if I like wasn't really sure about it. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to tell, especially when like they are more like long, you know, they won't be as wide, and like vice versa. If they're more wide, they're not going to be like as long. But I find for the most part the 8-inch pieces work, but sometimes they are still a little small. Did you use my code last time? I don't want you to forget. I mean, it's not that big of a deal if you didn't, but it still saves you some extra monies. Sweet. So the eyes are actually glass cabochons that I glued down, and then I did like a paint outline of them, if that makes sense, and I kind of drew on top of them. Oh, I hate when that happens. It's the worst. I can't say that I've never done it before, because I definitely have. So I decided to go over the color shift, because even though I like it, on certain angles, I just feel like it really doesn't show the eyeliner effect too much. So yeah, I think it looks great. Oh my gosh. I'm pretty sure I posted a video. I can't remember like who it was for, but it was definitely like, I don't remember what company. It might have been 24 Hour Crafts, or it might have been from like another business. But I like, I made a comment during one of my videos a while ago, and I was like, do you ever just sniff the wood? It just smells so good. I'm good. How are you? Jen, did you send me some paint in the mail? Or who sent me paint in the mail? It didn't say who it was from. Was that you? Hello, hello. Have fun at your meeting. Hopefully it's not too painful, and that you get it done pretty quickly. Oh, thank you so much. That was so nice of you. I didn't know. I knew that I couldn't remember which Jen it was. I was hoping it was one of you guys. Thank you, thank you. So now my collection is like officially complete. I got the pink as well, because I noticed that I was missing that one. So I got the pink. So I officially have all the color shifts. Oh, nice. So, oh, so both Jens sent me something. I love it. Some color shifts. I got the remaining color. She got me some orange and some yellow. And then yesterday, I also got the pink. I think it was yesterday I got the pink. So there are officially 22 color shift colors. I was saying 21 because I totally forgot. That's okay. You know, I didn't open up the ones that I got yesterday, so I can always take my receipt and return those ones, and then get a couple bottles of the ones that I was running out of, because I have to get the aqua flash, and I think one of the purple ones I'm getting low on, so it totally works. So thank you. It works. I really, really appreciate it. So I'm just kind of coloring over all the color shift that I did. And then once this dries later, I'll take like a toothpick and I'll scratch away some of this paint. Because I think it might just be a little too far down. And that at like certain angles, it kind of makes the dog look a little sleepy. So I'll scratch it like away a little bit, but I'll have to wait till that, I'll have to wait till it dries. But I think after I do this part, it'll be done. And then I'll just have to erase the watercolor pencil line work as well later tonight. Hello, hello. I'm getting extra orange flash. Exciting. You know, I'll use it. I will use it. You can never have too much paint. It's like you both had the same idea. I love and appreciate you both. Thank you very much. I'm always using it, so might as well. All right, so yeah, like from this angle, it looks sleepy as hell, but from straight on, it looks okay. So I think I'm gonna scratch off a little of this once it dries. But I think we're done. Here, I'll get up the picture so that you guys can compare. Maybe. Oh, gotta raise it up a little higher. There we go. Get it all in there. What do you guys think? Absolutely. What you need, what you need. Sweet. All right, so we're gonna put this aside. I'm gonna plug my iPad back in. I'll put this aside, going back down. Okay, so butterfly. Yeah, absolutely. Just text me the colors that you need and I'll try my best to find them for you. Yeah, she turned out great. Do I have any more Q-tips? Yes, I have a few. I did. So black and sparkly. I love this one. Isn't that pretty? Whew. Next time I go, I'm gonna get them all like this. But the reason that I got the fine is because Down Glitter Holler is restocking their whatchamacallit glitter tonight. And this one is one of them. So I wanted to make a little promo video for her. So this is all Down Glitter Holler glitter, but just two different products. This one I did on a Mix It Up Monday. This is my Black Opal custom mix. And then this is her whatchamacallit epoxy additive. So it's like a fine black with like some silver. So fun. All right, I'm gonna get some water really fast. My nail girl always gets excited when I come in, since I've been like mixing up my own glitter for my nails. But just going in with a wet Q-tip, wiping away the watercolor pencil. Seriously, you guys, this watercolor pencil has been a frickin' game changer. Let me like get you down so you can just see how well it erases, like how easily it erases. But like I'm really not using like any pressure at all. Just like a lightly wet Q-tip. Frickin' game changer. They are really sharp, I know. I have to be careful when I wash my hair for the next few days until they dull out just a bit, because I'll scratch myself on accident. But look how nice that got rid of all the watercolors. Thank you, thank you. Brand new, nice and sharp and sparkly and sexy nails. Well, I haven't poked myself in the eye yet, but last year I poked Toby in the eye by accident, and I mean, obviously I felt awful, but like the amount of like dread and panic that I felt after it happened, because it happened at night. He was like nugged up on my chest, and I was like on my phone, and like I dropped my phone, and when I went to like, you know, grab it as it was like falling, I didn't know he was so close to me, and I poked him in his eye, and he like kind of like rubbed his eye with his paw, and then like he wouldn't open his eye, and I like panicked. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna have to take him to the vet, but it's like everything's closed right now, so I have to like check on him in the morning, and thank God he was fine. When morning came, he was totally fine. But yeah, that I almost was like, I'm never getting these nails again. Never, ever, ever. Yep, it was a watercolor pencil. I got it from Hobby Lobby. I think they're like $1.39. It's called the Faber-Castell. And it's just a white one. They have them in all different colors, but yeah, they sell them like singles. Like where you can get like the colored pencils and the drawing, the markers, and you know, all of like the sketching kind of things. So yeah, I picked up like like an automatic pencil sharpener as well, just because I'm bougie. So yeah, but totally recommend. So much better than like a chalk pencil or a you know, pretty much better than anything. I was using a chalk pencil, but it like kept crumbling, and I also used like a mechanical pencil and just like erased it, but the eraser, it was hard to erase in between like these kind of dots. Like it just took extra time. So yeah, the watercolor pencil has been a freaking lifesaver for me. It's just saved a lot of time. I missed a little spot. Okay, I think we're good now. All right. I know, I felt terrible, but he was fine, thankfully. So I said I wanted to do top dots. I don't remember what color top dots I said I was going to do. Was I going to do a color shift? I think I was. Color shift purple. I think. I love this. And then I'm gonna like dot out on the wings as well, but I wanted to kind of get some like stuff done in the middle. So maybe I should wait to do those. Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? It's okay if you can't really see this too much. I'm really just kind of trying to eliminate some of this like extra black space in here. Ooh, when I went out to my car this morning before my nail appointment, my car, it's been raining like all morning and like through the rest of the day so far. But like my windshield, it was like slushy. Like it wasn't frozen, but it wasn't just rain. And I was like, yeah, I'm not a fan of this weather. Not one bit. Your new glasses are amazing. Yay! A sheet of ice here. Yeah, that makes sense. Is it gonna be like warm for you guys coming up soon? Because tomorrow for us, it's gonna be like 70 degrees, I think is what they said, which is ridiculous. I feel like that's just, it's like 30 something here today, and the fact that it's just going to be in the 70s tomorrow is, I don't believe it. Oh, wow. A nice change of weather, huh? That's craziness. I'm still waiting on our Pennsylvania snow. It really hasn't happened. I mean, we got that snow like right around Christmas, you know, when it was just like freezing everywhere and like negative temperatures. But I really don't count that because like it was just like super windy. So I feel like it looked like there was more snow because like it was just like blowing around everywhere. Plus it was so cold that like I wasn't outside at all to enjoy it. I just want a snow. -17, holy crap. Hello, Rocky. How's it going? I put my paints away, so I'm like trying to get my paints out again, make sure I have the right colors. Lucky you. Where are you at? You sent me a picture on Messenger? Okay, hold on. Oh my gosh. Oh, that snow. Woo. Ah, Texas. Thinking about working on a drawing. What kind of drawing? You guys. So I'm not going to complain then about my cold, rainy weather because it's just wet and just like frigid feeling. That chilly wet, you know? But it's bearable. Like I was walking around in a hoodie. I should have been wearing a coat, but I was wearing a hoodie today because I don't like coats. I don't really like wear winter coats. Yeah. So basically what we have right now, you're getting, well, you have it now too. But I'm excited for tomorrow. For it to be nice and warm. I don't have plans for tomorrow, you know, I'm just gonna do errands and enjoy, like, it's kind of like my day off, sort of, because Scott's off, so, you know, but, bulb, ooh, nice. The people who can do, like, realism, I'm just freaking amazed at. I don't, and I cannot. I literally just paint with dots. I can't draw. I can't do any of that stuff. But people who can, I'm just amazed. Amazed at the skill. They're off for winter break. What? Just for a little bit because it's so, like, yucky out right now. Hey, Sharon. How's it going? Trying to keep that blue paper down so that you guys can see the comments. Going in with this purple color shift. Good, good. Oh, very cool. I don't remember if we really ever, we got off for, like, Christmas, you know, that was, like, our winter break, but I don't ever remember getting off in February. I know we got, I think, maybe, like, a week or so, like, around Easter, but I feel like things have changed. Yeah, that's going to be us tomorrow in Pennsylvania. We're supposed to get 70-degree weather. It's going to rain, like, a little bit into the night tonight, but then tomorrow it should be sunny and 70s, which, you know, I'm going to like, but I don't like warm weather. But when it's cold, it's nice to have, like, you know, one of those days where it's just beautiful out, but I'm definitely more of a colder weather kind of girl. I like wearing my hoodies and my leggings and my Ugg boots. I'm most comfy that way. Hey, thanks. I'm happy that we got to work on this. It was hard not to. We did this, like, last weekend, I think. And then I said we had to work on some custom orders before we finished this. So it was really hard to just have this, like, you know, part of the way done and just kind of have it sitting here staring at me, waiting for me to finish it up. You live in Pittsburgh too? Me too. Awesome. I found a Pittsburgh friend. I swear I never find people, and if I do find people in PA on here, they're always, like, across the state in, like, Philly. Yeah, I don't like the humidity of the summer heat here. It's awful, like the muggy, you know. Yesterday, I think it was yesterday, I walked outside and there were those, like, gnat things, like, in the grass, and I was like, excuse me, but it is not time for you guys to be out right now. Like, give me a couple more months. Like, come on. Because those things are gross, you know, like, they just kind of buzz around and you walk right through them because there's, like, thousands of them in one spot. I did. Here, I'll show you. I'm going to, like, fix the eyes a little bit tonight. Once it dries, I'm going to scrape it off just a little bit because I just feel like it looks really tired when it's, like, when you're looking at it not, like, straight on. So I'm going to scrape these upwards a little bit. And then I will erase the watercolor line work. But I think it's done. Yeah, the, like, super thick humidity. It's gross. Oh, cool. My fiance's family lives like in the North Hills area. I'm like other direction. I grew up in the South Hills, so I'm like closer towards like the airport. That's where I am now, at least. Thanks. Thank you, thank you. I can't remember if I took a picture of my paint bottles before I put them away so I could remember the colors that I used. Let me scroll through my iPad for a second. Of course I didn't, but I can get close. I can get close. Thinking we should bring some more pink, right? Since there's not too much pink, so we'll add some pink in the... Yes! The next custom piece is a, what the heck? One of those, it's a freaking bearded dragon. I was like, it's a dragon, something dragon. A bearded dragon. But it arrived too late today for me to like prep it and get it ready to paint. So we'll be doing that piece on Friday, or at least starting that one on Friday. So after this is done, we're going to work on like some keychains and some badge reels, you know, like change it up a little bit. I live at Hobby Lobby and like, you know, Michael's and Joanne Fabrics, but Hobby Lobby's my favorite stop over there. Did the eyes creep him out? You almost moved to PA when you were 19. Oh yeah. Yeah. That is here. Ouch, I just hit my elbow. It's been really, really mild here. I'm actually like kind of disappointed about it, to be honest. I want one good snow. I feel like we're gonna get a snow in March. Oh, I see. I thought you said he shook his head because they looked a little creepy at the moment. Last year we got like a snow in March, you know, it kind of came out of nowhere. We got a few inches. So I have a feeling that'll probably happen again this year if, you know, I'm not going to bet money on it, but mark my words, we'll get some snow in March. Allegheny Square. I don't know. I'm not a city person. You know, I've lived here my whole freaking life, but don't tell me to go into the city because no thank you. I avoid it. I grew up in the suburbs. I'm not a city dweller. I don't even like driving into the city. It stresses me out. Oh. You're gonna have a little wall of Jay Gron's art, you know. You're gonna rival my little wall that I have going. Too many bridges. I don't believe that. Not enough. The bridges are what makes it like different and cool. I love like popping out of the tunnels and you just see the city. It's freaking beautiful. But they better freaking fix our bridges before they fall. We have so many bridges that they're like not like really keeping up with them very well. Like so they're like inspecting a bunch of them and realizing that a lot of them like are in like pretty bad shape. But, you know, they can't fix them all at once, so it's just not fun. Yeah, the tunnels were fun. I would hold my breath going through the tunnels, and as soon as you pop out and you see the city, you just take a big, deep breath of air. I mean, sometimes I still do that. I still see if I can hold my breath through the tunnels. Yeah, there are a few of them that I don't like. Mostly just driving on them because you got like 2 seconds to frickin' make your mind up as to which lane you need to be in. And of course, everybody else is trying to make it into the lane that you're trying to be in, and it's just scary. Yeah, honestly, I don't know how many bridges we have. I know that we have like so many that I just don't really bother to know. I'm just like, yep, we're the city of bridges. Oh, I loved Kennywood. It's not as fun now, but, you know, it's also, like, kind of not as... I mean, it's never been, like, a great area to begin with, but I feel like it's just getting worse and worse and worse, and that makes me nervous. What, holding your breath through the tunnel? I feel like that's like a standard American game to play on a road trip, is to hold your breath through the tunnel. The incline, yeah, they do. Yep. That thing's scary. You always feel like, you know, you're just gonna fall. So freaking steep. Hey, what's going on? How's your Wednesday? Happy Wednesday. I know, it's been forever since I've been on the incline. I mean, I don't know, am I too old to be on the incline nowadays? But yeah, I think it's still there. Or, I mean, I know that there's quite a few nice restaurants up in Mount Washington up at the top. But I don't know if it's the same ones from back in the day. They probably have some new ones too. I just remember them being lots of money. My parents would never take us because, I mean, it was expensive, and also we're like super picky. So like, why would they take us to a fancy restaurant if we weren't going to eat the food? Mount Washington is fun. I remember when when I was in high school, we went and got pictures there for prom. Like, that's like a standard picture spot, you know. Good memories. I love Pittsburgh. It's a beautiful city. I don't intend to ever leave. Hopefully I don't ever leave. It's just so pretty here. Age is but a number, you know. We're all friends here. We don't care about the age. I mean, obviously we care to some extent, but like underage. But anything above 18 and older, maybe, you know, whatever. You get what I mean. We don't mind. We're all buddies here. I don't want to say that my page is, you know, adult only, but there are some things. I need a dark blue I need a dark blue dot next to the light blue teardrop, or my OCD is going to kill you. You talking about like one of these? Like this here? I'm working my way down through the colors again. Yep, pink's coming next. And don't forget that there are also going to be top dots too once this dries. So, You know, it'll bring in some of like the pink color shifters and things like that as well. Oh, sorry. So sorry. I kind of like, you know, don't let my OCD bother me too much with these. Because no matter what, it's going to look good. Thank you. I'm liking it. I am liking it. Me too. Oh, I need to do top dots on this too. I forgot. Well, we still got lots of top dots I need to do. We'll make our way through it. I'm in no rush. Today is my long live, so, you know, I don't really have too much of an agenda to do. It's finishing this one, finishing the pit bull, and, you know, working on some keychains and badge reels. So besides that, I really don't have much of an agenda. So I'm just taking my time. Oh yeah, I believe it. I kind of miss my like actual music though. I had to change my music playlist because I'm starting to download my lives and put them on YouTube, just to kind of build myself like another platform. And for those of you guys who like to watch my lives, but if like you miss them, you know, you guys can go on my YouTube and watch my lives. You just won't be able to see the comments come through. So you'll hear me like talking to people, but you might not really follow to like as much as the conversation as you would if you were, you know, here watching it real time. But the music that I play in the background, even though it's like, you know, not too loud, YouTube, they were able to pick up the sound in the background, and then they said like copyright issues, and none of them like really got flat. I mean, one got like, you know, you can't watch it at all. The other ones, some didn't get flagged at all, and then some of the other ones, they got like partially flagged. So like certain countries, I guess, can't watch them. So I just kind of made the decision to stop listening to my Spotify, my personal playlists, and I have like a royalty-free song thing on YouTube that's playing. So like you'll hear ads every once in a while. But I mean, I miss my music, but I also really like this chill music too. You do watch my YouTube? Aww. I was doing a pit bull. I was, yeah. I did not. I'm not sure if they have it. I mostly buy from 24 Hour Crafts, but there are a couple things I'll buy elsewhere. I know I bought that one from another place, I think. Let me double check, because that's a good question to see if they even have it. I think they just have like a regular dog head. I know they have pit bull stuff, but I don't know if they just have the head. Hold on, we'll check. Yeah, they just have a sitting pit bull and like one that's kind of standing. So I have another Etsy shop that I'll buy from sometimes, depending on like what specific blank I need. You know, 24 Hour Crafts, they have most of the stuff I need, but not all of it. So sometimes I branch outwards. So the pit bull is from Lotus Laser Works on Etsy. And I have a code for that. It's 10% off. So it's still more expensive than 24-hour crafts though, because they don't run sales and they don't do any free shipping after spending X amount of money. So like I try to avoid shopping from Lotus Laser Works like as much as possible, just because I spend more money than I would if I, you know, bought from 24-hour crafts. But sometimes I need specific shapes. Sure. It'll match colors, but it's not gonna be like matching, because that's gonna be a little too difficult. I'll try and get it similar, but it's not gonna be exact, unfortunately. Yeah, I have a code for them. It is 10 summer 2023. Hold on. Wait, I can tell you for sure. It'll get you a little off. Not much, but a little. In all caps, it's 10, number 10, 10 Sunshine 2023. And that's 10% off. Yes, the dolphin is for sale. Yeah. Yeah, they're intended to be wall art. So here, I hang them up as I complete them. But yeah, they're just pretty pieces of wall decor. And we want to see the pit bull. I gotta fix the eyes tonight. Once it like fully dries, I'm gonna scrape off some of the paint to get it to look a little less sleepy. But it's my first like pet portrait, I guess. I mean, it's as close as possible. It's not going to be like exact, but it's a pet portrait. They have resin on them. So I seal them with about 2 coats of resin at the end of everything. Thanks. Hello, hello. Thank you very much. If your OCD is going to be really bother you, I warn you about this part because it's not going to be exact. Wait, I missed something. Hold on. Oh, no. I hate that. It's freaking... I wish that just didn't exist. Like, there's no need for it. I wish we could just live our lives without having to worry about anything bad happening. You know? It's so hard to mirror this. Yeah, hopefully they caught it early. I mean, either way, it's still not good, but... Oh, I did that the wrong way. Oops. Oh, thanks. Oh, I'm sorry. Ugh. Cancer is just a terrible, terrible thing. Wishing good vibes and, you know, that the remainder of her life is, you know, filled with as much happiness and love. And that they, you know, somehow manage to find some sort of like peace during this time. I know it's hard. Yeah, about to give up. About to give up on trying to mirror it as much as possible because I am starting to struggle a little bit. My eyes are messing with me. Yeah, and you know, unfortunately, not really much you can say is gonna truly make him feel better, but I guess really the best that you can do is just offer your love and support, which I know that you'll do. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, I wanted to mirror it a little bit, but I think this is good enough. Starting to take the fun out of it anyways. Tap, tap, tap. Have a good one. Thanks for hanging out for a bit. Enjoy your night. Yeah, if he needs some calming, he can come watch too. Yes, many, many hugs. I guess I'm not gonna. Well, good enough. Good enough. Move this down. Paint bugger. Caught it early. I'm gonna keep asking until I find the person who suggested it. Please forgive me for forgetting who it was. Is the person who was asking me when I was restocking my badge reels and keychains, are you on here? Are you watching? Aw. Gonna bring in some more blue. Who is Jenna? It's me. The Tiki-Taki friends. Side note, I'm so glad Toby is behaving himself. Right before I hopped on live, he was kind of being annoying. So I was like, oh great, he's gonna be a bother, but I think he's sleeping again. Oh, yay. Yeah, so speaking of your Aussie, I reached out again to the CEO. And so I'm hoping she responds like sometime later tonight, since, you know, they're in China. So she was probably sleeping this morning whenever I messaged her on here. So I'm hoping to hear back from her soon. I just kind of was like, hey, I reached out and they emailed me back, but they didn't quite answer my question. And when I responded, they just like haven't answered for the last, like, I don't know, couple weeks. So I was wondering if you could help me. So hopefully she responds. I'm not like trying to tattletale, but you know. Come on. Okay, I got it. There was a stray Toby hair. A little floater. But I got it. I'm not worried that I kind of poked that dot, because we'll be top dotting it anyways. Good enough. Sweet. Of course. Yeah, happy to help. Whoops, not enough paint. There we go. I can tell that I'm getting really low on my aqua flash, because when I shake it up to get some paint onto the lid, I'm not getting very much of it all at once. So I'm gonna need to get some more. Yeah, Toby glitter for sure. Yeah, so I hope to be able to get it up sometime this weekend. The plan is to finish it today, and then, like, it'll dry, and then hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to, like, put the first coat of resin on it, or, like, tomorrow or Friday, one of the 2 days. But yeah, I'm hoping to have it done and posted by the weekend. the orange cat and the seahorse are done and posted. You guys didn't watch me do the seahorse. I did that on my own the other night, but that is officially done. You do? That'll be $50 shipping. $50 shipping, please. Oh, God. That's right. That's right, that's right. I think instead of like top dotting with like a total different color for this, I'm gonna add glitter to the body. Glitter paint. So when this dries down, it'll be a glittery, sparkly body. Yeah, and they're gonna look even cooler once the resin goes on, and like I can like hold it up at different angles, because I mean this is a purple but it looks kind of gold, and same thing with this part. This is pink but it looks gold. Like you can see the color shifts on there. There's what, 5 color shifts on here if you count the black. There are 2 different purples. There's 6. There's the 2 purples. There's like the blue to purple shift and the teal to like blue-green shift and the black. Did I miss one? I think there's 6 on here. Pretty sure. Yeah, you count the black. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think there's 6. Yeah, the whole thing's gonna be sparkly with the body, I think. So, we'll do the dark purple, and then the dark purple will get the hologram color, hologram glitter, so it'll be like that clear glitter that I love so much. Trying not to stick my hand in the paint. No, so the body's like a teal glitter, and then the antennas are gonna get the hologram, so it'll be like it's not a clear shift, but it's like just like a really pretty just like sparkle. So that's what I'm gonna do once this dries, because I feel like the purple will really pick up that sparkle really, really well. At least that is the hope. Ooh, Jen, that's so pretty. Okay, hold on. Guys, look at Jen's welcome sign. I love those colors. It's more blue. It kind of looked yellow for a second. But lots of teals. Welcome to our house. I love. Very, very pretty. Amazing job as always. As always. It's kind of very like peacock. I kind of get the peacock vibes with that. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Very, very nice. Are those new candles or are those the same ones? She's been using those really cool like oval kind of daughters as well. And it like gets like the really pretty like petals. Ooh, look how swirly and pretty. Oh my gosh. That's so satisfying with the swirls. Love. Do you still have the other ones? Like, have you sold the other ones? Or you're just making a bunch? Yeah. I love all of them. I don't know which one's my favorite. Oh, nice. Yeah, we got a nice little community here going. I love seeing everybody's art. It makes me so happy. Whoops. Loud noises. I need to get some of my stuff into like a local gallery. I'm just like really bad at finding things like that, like doing my research and trying to find things like that. Oh yeah, so nice. So nice. Everybody's amazing. There was a flower shop like right down the street from me, but it closed because the owner retired. Honestly, like the area that I live in probably like isn't the best for like this kind of stuff. Probably gotta go into like a little bit like wealthier areas, I think, that have like more like boutiques and things like that. Where I grew up, I don't know if it's still open, but there's like a little like we call it Uptown, and it's just kind of like, it's not a city or anything, but it's kind of like where it's like there's a bunch of like offices and restaurants and stuff. It's kind of like a strip of road. And there's some like boutiques and small businesses there, and I know that at least one of them like sells art from small businesses. At least like when I was younger, I saw that they did. Because the owner, she is, I guess, my neighbor, like where my parents live. But I don't know if she still has it. I'll have to ask my mom and see if, I forget her name too, so it's not even like I can like reach out to her and ask, but... All right, hold on. I gotta look on my iPad because apparently I can't look at it on my computer for some reason. I'm not really sure why, but un momento, I shall look. Yeah, I'm gonna have to ask my mom if she knows any like up by her, because that also gives me an excuse to come and visit. I'm a bad daughter. I need to like visit more often. Oh, I meant to look on Instagram. My bad. Hold on. 1 second. Here I go. Oh my gosh, Anya, that looks so good. Can I show? Can I show? It's so pretty. Yeah, just adult things. It's hard. Like, I don't live like too far away from them, but like it's like I don't go in that area very often. Anything that I need is like, you know, closer to me than them. Although I was kind of in the area today when I went to get my nails done, but she works, so I can't usually like see her during the day, during the week. It's really pretty. Here. Oh God, I hope it doesn't disappear. I think it looks good. The tree is really, really like detailed too. I like how you put like the vines or stuff, and the big mushroom. Mushrooms are super popular. I think it looks wonderful, Anya. Why do you hate it? I wouldn't hate it if I were you. I think it looks wonderful. You're just waiting on your wood blanks, so you're just dotting randomly, right? That's what I'm saying. I don't think it looks bad at all. You know, as you know, something that I try and work on is telling myself that even if I don't like something, someone else likes it. You know what I mean? Chances are someone else is gonna like it. So you can't always go off of what you think of your art, because a lot of people, they don't see what you see. You know, they just see the beauty, while you might be focusing on certain aspects of it that you don't like. That person won't even notice. I like it. I don't think you should hate it at all. It's different, like it's not something that you usually do. So maybe that's why, you don't like it. Whenever I change it up, sometimes I struggle with whether or not I like something as well. But I bet you if you do another kind of scenic piece, I bet you that one's gonna grow on you. You should do like a beachy sunset with like a palm tree and some coconuts and, some waves and sand. I feel like that one would be really pretty. I mean, anything I think will be pretty. But I think I just like the sea theme on a lot of things. It has all my colors, Not enough paint. Thank you. Yep. Always your own worst critic. I am the worst about it. Like the seahorse that I made, it took me a little bit to kind of accept it, because I felt like something was missing. But in reality, it just kind of looks different from the other things I've been doing, so because it didn't turn out the way I expected it to, I automatically said I didn't know if I liked it. But I got a lot of good response about it, so it must not look bad. Oop. Are you talking about the color on top of the light kind of seafoam colors? Sure, I can show it again. I hung it up, so I'm gonna have to get up. So we're gonna stretch here in a second. This one. On this one, yeah, it's the blue flash. So it's like that blue grayish kind of color, but it shifts to purple. That was a color shift that kind of had to grow on me. I didn't like it at first, but I really do like how it shifts to the purple. Cracking my back. All right. Ooh, the lighting's really bad. Hold on. Gotta get the glare away. But it has the pink kind of corally colors. But I don't know. I think I just planned it to look a little bit different than how it turned out. Trying to get it closer without the glare. But yeah, I mean, it's just different than the other ones, None of them have two mandalas. So, but yeah. Thanks, guys. I'm like, which color is next? Poked myself with my sharp nails. That hurt. Thanks. Yeah, I was originally just gonna do like teals, but then I was like, no, maybe I should add like a coral to it. Yeah, it needs one more coat of resin. And to be honest, I've just been putting it off, because it just takes a lot of extra patience to put resin on that one. And, I just haven't felt like doing it. So it's kind of sitting half resin. It needs one more coat. The first coat, it worked well. I think that it strengthened it up like quite a bit for sure, but it needs one more coat. And it's like sitting underneath my table right now. Out of sight, out of mind, you know? Okay, we'll be here. Maybe I'll do it tonight. I don't know. I need to do a second coat on the sloth custom order that I was working on. That needs a second coat tonight, so maybe I'll do the jellyfish tonight. Maybe. Yeah, so I'll show you. So I have these airtight containers because I have a cat, and I want to try and avoid the cat hair. Also, since I live in an apartment, I try and like keep the resin fumes like as closed off as possible. So I have, it's stuck. I can't do it with one hand, but you can see this one, I guess. I have these like doming mats that they kind of catch the resin. So like, I mean, they're like little triangles. So I sit it flat, and as you can see, the resin will drip off of the piece, and eventually I can just pick it up, but I can't do it with one hand. But yeah, so resin doesn't really stick to this. I mean, it does, but you can peel it right off. So on the back, let me like put you guys down. Hold on, let me flip the camera so I can see what I'm doing. 1 second. Hi. Ignore me. So on the back, I have liquid latex. And I don't always use liquid latex. I just use it sometimes. I'll either, if it's not a custom order, I'll put a disclaimer if I use liquid latex, or I can use hot glue only if there's like an extra backing. So like on this one, this is just wood, so there's no barrier between the wood and liquid latex. But on this one, there is. You can see that there is masking tape, and hold on. The masking tape makes it much easier to remove the liquid latex, but you can see that there are resin drips on the back. She did like the sloth, yeah. So I just use like pliers because my nails, I can't just like peel things off very easily. But the resin drips, they don't stick to the liquid latex. So I just peel them off really easily. It's kind of like tedious, but it's not difficult. It's much harder to fix a piece if there's no like barrier between the resin and the wood. But on a piece like this, if the person is allergic to liquid latex, instead of using liquid latex, I do a barrier of hot glue around the edge, because the masking tape on the back, which not all pieces come that way, but the pieces that I get from 24 Hour Crafts do. So that's another reason why I prefer ordering from them, because they just, I don't know, they prep their pieces a lot better. The masking tape on the back for them just protects the wood from the like the laser cutter machine, the Glowforge that they use to cut the wood shapes. It protects it from burning. So, you know, I don't mind the front because I paint over it black, but, you know, sometimes people like to like leave the back blank. So it makes it really easy to remove with the masking tape. If I can get my nail under the masking tape. But yeah, it's much easier to remove like that. And like there'll be some spots that I'll have to go back in with tweezers. But you just kind of peel it off and it comes off in strips. Sometimes I get lucky and it comes off like all in one little swoosh. But anyways, so trying not to break a nail, but you guys get the idea. So we had a little bit of resin leakage, but that's all right. I'm gonna be painting this black anyway, so I don't really care that there's staining from the resin. But this is a really bad example piece because it usually doesn't take this much effort from me to remove the masking tape, but that's okay. This cat was kind of a pain in my butt to resin. I had to use 3 coats of resin instead of like 2. But anyways, I'll work on this later. I'll have to go in with like tweezers and stuff. But anyway, so theoretically, it peels right off. And like you can paint it black or you can just leave it. I'm gonna flip the camera again. Maybe. How the hell? Enhance. Flip camera. There we go. Liquid latex. So the doming mats. I got the purple one off Etsy, this purple one, but they were out of stock last time I went to get more, so like that's kind of annoying. I got this one like off like AliExpress or Shein, but it's not as non-stick as the other ones. As you can see, it's all ripped, so I don't recommend this one. This one's going in the garbage. But liquid latex, I just use like Halloween liquid latex, like makeup liquid latex. It's pretty much the same thing. But it just comes in a big bottle. You can get them on Amazon, 2 of these, and it's like a nice big bottle, so it lasts a while. 2 of these, I think for like around $20, maybe a little less than that. But yeah, it makes removing real easy. Welcome back, welcome back. It's nice to see my face. But yeah, so I let them sit flat on those doming mats. Because if they're not flat and they're unlevel, the resin will drip off. You saw the resin drippage because, you know, I put probably too much resin on, and as the resin levels, it spreads out. But, you know, it's hard to judge how much resin to use every single time, so I usually end up using more than what it needs, but that's okay. But yeah, I'll have to check and see if so I bought them off Etsy, the doming mats, and last time I looked, the person that I bought it from was out of stock, and I could not find any other ones. Like I saw the red ones, but I knew that those ones were probably purchased from AliExpress where I got mine, and they were just like jacking up the price a lot, and that they would not last. So I didn't want to buy those. I kind of only want to buy from that one person. So I'm hoping that she gets more in stock. I think it's been a couple weeks since we looked. So maybe we should look again. I did. Hold on. I have better pictures of it because it's really hard to show you guys. But so these are my thumbs. So they're like a chunky opal, like a black opal. It's opal over black. And then the rest of my fingers are like a fine black with a like hollow silver. And then there's like little baby like holographic black chunks in that as well. I was showing off my glitter person. So Down Glitter Holler, she sells black ice, which is this one. And then this opal is a custom mix that I made on Mix It Up Monday. So we're back to my normal fun nails. I was kind of super over my like Valentine's Day nails because they were nice, but they're not me. All right, so I'm gonna look up really fast to see if she has any doming mats back in stock. Wait, oh shit, no, they're not. Hold on. Let's see. I got excited because it came up, but doming mat, extra large. She doesn't have any left, unfortunately, which is sad, but you know, it looks like she did restock though, so that's a good sign. I think she just sells out really, really fast. Let me get her shop name up really fast. Charms by Emmy Chan. They're like extra large doming mats. I'll have to check the ones on Amazon because I did look on Amazon originally, but I think there was a reason why I personally didn't buy them. It might have been the price because hers are $7.99. So I don't want to pay like $20 for a doming mat. That's just a little ridiculous to me. But I mean, if you have to, you have to, I guess. Where is... They were, yeah, $7.99. The red one is probably the one that I have that rips really easily. But for your sake, I'm hoping that's not actually the case. All right, so I know this looks white, but I promise when it dries, it's gonna dry clear, and then it's just gonna leave behind a pretty sparkle. So you can see that the teal ones dried down and the light base went away. It dried clear. So it's the same thing with this. This is Folk Art Extreme Glitter. It's a really fine glitter paint. So I like these a lot. They're better than some of the other glitter paints that you can buy. But so we're gonna let those dry down. I can't remember how much I bought the red ones for on AliExpress. It was either AliExpress or Shein, but I don't have the app on my iPad, so I can't check right now. But I know that they weren't that expensive for sure. But $9 isn't bad as long as it, you know, doesn't rip. Mine ripped on the first use. So if that was me buying it off Amazon, I'd be pretty pissed. All right. I want to say that this one is done. Well, I think I'm going to add a triple dot to these pink ones because I feel like they just kind of stick out a little more than I want them to. I'm just being picky right now. What else is new? So I'm gonna give it a color shifting purple top dot. And then I'm gonna kind of look and see if there's any other areas that I feel like, you know, need top dots. I'm thinking like maybe on here, since I usually do swooshes on that. Yeah, I think it looks better too. Should we do black color shift? 10K, woohoo! Oh yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Good choice, Jenna. Good choice. Right. I think the flutterby, I think the flutterby is done. Let me just put some of my paint away really fast. Because I had a nice clean area before I got live and then started pulling out all my paint. I have a really bad habit of that. Like, I don't put colors back before I start, you know, something else. Alright. So this'll dry down. You can already see that it's getting sparkly up there, but lots of color shifting, which will really be brought out by the resin layer eventually. So there it is. It's finally done. Woohoo! Okay, putting this off to the side. This is one of my favorite parts. Okay, hold on. One second. I'm gonna get another drink and I have to use the restroom because I drank too much liquid. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. You know, like when you're like on a long car ride and you know, you feel like you have to pee more often. I feel like it's because you're like sitting down. I definitely drink more than I eat. So I feel like I'm always having to go pee. Yeah, organized chaos for sure. Okay, so this is like one of my favorite things ever. I love unmolding resin pieces. So these are the pieces that I make and I paint for myself to paint on. I'll probably make more of these tonight because I'm running low. I also poured some alphabet keychains as well. So, all right. But yeah, these are just like, I think they're like 2-inch round circles. I think they're made for like phone grips and badge reels, but I use these for badge reels and I also make keychains out of them. So I just use like a black holographic paint. Glitter. And then I paint designs on top of them. So that's the plan. Is we're gonna make some badge reels. How about that? We haven't done this in a while. And honestly, painting these tiny things is just it's very different for me. I haven't done it for a while. So trying to pick a design. Yeah, they're like little cookies. Okay. What color scheme? I'm not really too picky. Here are some ones that I recently did that I need to turn into keychains / badge reels. I ran out of badge reels, so here's just a few of the ones that I recently did. So we did like a muted kind of neon rainbow kind of color scheme, and purple, silver, and blue, and then like some sunflowers and daisies, and then I have like a pastel color scheme. But yeah, they make great badge reels. They're like just like the right size. They're not too big. So these were like pretty popular during the holidays. Do the colors I use the least? Well, it's usually like neutrals. Like a gray, green, tan color. Oh, like lots of purples. Yeah, I mean, we have options. We got a handful of these to paint, so. Should I do a neutral? I don't know. Yeah, don't eat these. A keychain version? Sure. So some of these ones are all like hand painted. These ones right here. So I have, these ones are not. These are pictures of a painting that I've done, but these ones are all hand painted ones. They don't have designs on the back because, you know, I like to keep them affordable, and the longer I take with them, the more expensive they are. And then this side are keychains of like art pieces that I've done, and I've sent them off to like a third party, and they've made keychains out of them. So these ones are double-sided, but they were hand painted at one point, but not individually. So I have a few of those too. But these ones are my hand painted ones. Pink, yellow, mint. Ooh, that's pretty. That's like very like springy. Very springy vibes. Let's see. Like, where's my mint? This is kind of minty, I guess. Bleached sand. Do I have that one? I might not have bleached sand. No, I do not. Bahama blue, moody blue. Ooh, that's a pretty color scheme. I'll have to get those out so that I don't forget. Bahama blue. Wherever it is. That's Calypso. Oh gosh, yeah, no. No, thank you. Bahama blue, where are you? I have it somewhere. I just gotta find it. Ah, found it. Moody blue. I'm not sure if I have midnight blue because I feel like it's too dark to where like I have to like mix them with colors, and I hate doing that. We have vivid blue. I don't know if that one's really gonna show up well though. That looks way more blue than it actually is in real life. But that's pretty. Still gives me like a sandy, like a watery beach vibe. Right? I have sugared peach and light buttermilk as like my like light kind of tan colors. I might have to write that one down. Hold on. Let me write it down. I need to get some more like spots because I only have room for three or four. I think I got tangerine at Michael's. I don't think jeez, that scared me. I don't think I got it at Hobby Lobby. I'm pretty sure. Oh, that is really pretty. Yeah, I don't have the midnight blue. Does that one show up well, or does that dry pretty translucent? Because I feel like a lot of them dry like translucent, the darker blues that you get, which is why I don't have many of them. All right, so we have the yellow, pink, mint, and then this one. So it's like kind of similar, but not quite. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Michael's. Oh no. Well, I can always pick some up for you. Just saying. You guys know that if you're ever in need of colors and you can't find them near you, but I can find them, I will always be willing to grab some for you. Yeah, I do like those pictures or those colors a lot. Hold on, let me look. Oh. So it's like a nice, like, dark kind of grayish blue. I have, is it called Victorian blue? But I don't know how that one dries. What's this this one? Oh, it's called Royal Navy. It looks way more blue. Why does my freaking screen look super bright? I promise it's not that bright. Oh my gosh, I feel so bad for you guys. I mean, you guys should feel bad for me since they're so close. That means I can go all the time and spend all my money, which I don't want to do. Sometimes I like not doing them in the center. And I like doing like an off-center kind of design. Because then you don't have to really pay as much attention. Because these, since they're so small, they can get off-center like pretty quickly. So I like sometimes just setting them off-center to begin with. It's less stressful this way. You don't feel bad for me. I spend all my money. Like the amount of times I go to pick up like one thing and then I'll get caught in the paint area and then I walk out with like a handful of new paint colors and I'm like, I didn't need those. I didn't need those at all, but I bought them anyways. Need versus want. Sometimes I struggle. Sometimes I struggle with that. All three of mine are within like 10 to 15 minutes of me. And like from each other, they're like right next to each other almost, like within like 5 minutes. Yeah, it's hard. I should like look at my receipts so far from this year because I've been slacking and I haven't been entering it into my QuickBooks. So I'm gonna have to enter them all in together. So I should look and see like how many bottles of paint I've bought this year so far. Probably at least 30, I would say. But I feel like sometimes with that one, with the chart, it tells you the color, but like there are certain ones that dry different. You know, like some are kind of opaque and other ones are translucent once they dry. Like the ultramarine blue color, it's a beautiful blue, but it dries translucent. So you have to add like a little bit of white to it if you want it to dry the way that you want it to look, you know? Right? Oh, it tells you the way that it dries? That's nice. That's real nice, actually. Yeah, it do be like that sometimes. Sometimes it looks like a tornado hit, but then other times it's like super organized. I think it just kind of depends on when you go. They do? Huh. Yep, if I get up and Toby's awake, he'll usually steal my seat, and he sheds all over it. So I always have like cat hair on my butt. And for some reason, I really suck at lint rolling myself on my butt. I always miss. Yeah, that's a little ridiculous. I felt your pain when I was looking at curved, like acrylic dotting tools. Someone like, I think they like 3D printed them. I found them on Etsy, but they come from Australia. And so the shipping was like as expensive as the tools itself. And so like one set was like $50 plus. And I was kind of like, no, maybe it's not worth it. That's ridiculous. My, the spray paint area at my Walmart is in a different spot. The paint for me is like in the art section. So they're just kind of on these like little, in these little like, paint racks, basically. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Cat hair is no joke. We got like a newer couch. Well, I mean, it's probably like, you know, about two-ish years old, maybe a little bit older than that. So a newer couch. And it has not like been free from a blanket since we got it, because Toby just gets his hair everywhere and we want to kind of keep it nice. Yeah, shipping to the UK is rough. It's freaking rough. No, I did match my nails to glitter, or not match my nails to glitter. I actually used certain glitter in my nails as a promo for a product launch from one of my glitter people that I'm affiliated with. I was promoting her restock tonight of whatchamacallit glitter, which is like an epoxy additive, which is what these fine ones are. She has five colors that are restocking. She did a soft launch a couple weeks ago, and she sold out really fast because she didn't know like how many, you know, she would sell. So they did a soft launch and they sold out really fast. So she's officially restocking them tonight. So I figured I would get that put on my nail since I was getting my nails done today. So I make my own glitter acrylic for my nails. Since I have so much glitter, I mix it with clear acrylic powder, and then I bring it to my nail person and she puts it on my nails. And then the chunky glitter that I have like as like an accent nail, which like here and then like my thumbs. This one is a glitter mix that like I mixed myself on her like Mix It Up Mondays, which a lot of like glitter people do something similar where you can order glitter from them and then they mix it live on camera and you can like pick your colors and everything. So I ordered like a black opal kind of thing, and so I put that on my nails as well. So I'm kind of promoting her. I actually made a video about it earlier. But yeah, my new nails, so sparkly and sharp. Hi Marina, what's going on? How are you? How was work? I'm surprised that they were both behind glass, because there's it's not my like home Walmart, but it's another Walmart that's about 10-15 minutes away from me. I have one that's right down the street, and then I have another one that's like 10-15 minutes from me. That one I like say is like I call it the ghetto Walmart, because it's definitely not a good Walmart. You know, some Walmarts are just like that. And they usually have things locked up, but they don't have the paint locked up. They have a very small art section though, but the one near me has a larger art section. It has like 3 aisles of art stuff. So I usually obviously get most of my stuff from the one near me because it's a little bit nicer and it tends to have a bit more. But yeah, isn't it pretty? it shows up better over black. So I had her like drill down all of as much of the, you know, Valentine's Day glitter mix that she could. And then I had her put like a really thin layer of black acrylic down. And then she laid the other, like the glitter on top. So the opal glitter like really popped. So I was really excited to see how it turned out. It was really, really pretty. Are you gonna take a nap? I'd take a nap. Oh. Oh, I guess it is only like 4 or something. For some reason, I thought it was a little later. Usually, like, time flies, but we've been doing enough today that, you know, it's kept me keeping an eye on the time since we've already finished a couple things. Am I stuck? Oh, yeah, I'm a little further from the city, thankfully. Well, I guess it's just you, Lisa. Uh-ohs. I wonder if you, like, back out of the live and come back. Maybe that'll help. Oh, it was you? I hate when that happens. I was like on FaceTime with some of my friends yesterday, and I like didn't know that my screen was black because I guess I eventually froze. And I'm like walking around like TJ Maxx, and I'm showing them things that I like love / think that they would appreciate. And none of them are answering me. And I'm like, what the heck? And so eventually I was like, guys, I need a reason to buy this because I really want it. And they were like, Jenna, we can't see you. You're a black screen. And I'm like, oh, is that why you guys like weren't answering me when I was showing you things? And they were like, oh, yeah, we couldn't see you. We could hear you. We can't see you. And I was like, oh, here, I thought you guys were just ignoring me. Whoops. Silly phone. Lisa, what are you working on right now? Are you working on the Paw Patrol animals, or are you working on a Baby Yoda? Sparkle Punk Lisa, that is. How's it going? Is it as terrible as you thought it was going to be? I hope not. I hope that it's easier than what you were expecting. Yes. In my glitter affiliate group, there are 2 Jennas, and we kind of needed a way to like distinguish ourselves. because we never know like which Jenna they're referring to. And so they've started calling me Dottie May or Dot Jenna. Well, on the bright side, hopefully that like needle tool thing that I grabbed for you at Hobby Lobby will make that a little bit easier for you. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I usually work on a few of these at a time because, you know, I have to wait for them to dry before I can do my top dots. So typically when I paint these, I'm usually like watching TV at night, and I'll try and paint as many as I can. Or I'll do like 2 at the same time of the same color scheme, which I did not do today, so guess that goes out the window, but you know. Come on. Hey, what's going on? Marina, did you get a chance to stop at your Michael's at all and see if they had some more 3-inchers and stuff for me? You did some good swooshes last night? Amazing. It always feels great when you can get a good swoosh out of the way. You feel like you accomplished something. I had someone reach out to me and ask if I needed them to pick some up, because apparently pretty much all of the Michaels except the one near me has like a crap ton of ornaments left. Mine does not. Mine has not had ornaments in like weeks. Oh yeah. Yep, probably at least for another hour and a half or so. I'll be off like before 7 for sure though, because I need to hang out on a live for my glitter people. They are doing a Mix It Up Monday on a Wednesday because their business is starting to pick up, so they can't always complete their Mix It Up Mondays all on Monday night, so they have to like do some stuff on Wednesdays. So she's doing that today. Yeah, that, you know, that takes some practice. Like I'm going to go back through once this dries with like a pointy tool and kind of pick at this a little bit. You said that stuff was like a seasonal type thing or like discontinued, right? Aww. Down Glitter Holler. I've been tagging them in a few videos recently, but I'm affiliated with them, so I have a 20% off code for glitter and rhinestones. It's just capital DOT 20. You get to 20% off your order. I have quite a few codes. It just depends on what you guys are looking for. Sent me a message on Facebook. Okay. Well, let me see. Oh my God, that car is completely covered. Up next, we're gonna do the pink purple. So let me move these paints away. I can't put them away just yet because I do need them for top dots. Ouch. Yes, I do have some tips. Let me show you. Maybe next time I go to the craft store, I'll buy another canvas. Do I have anything that I can use? No, we'll deal with this messy ass canvas because this is just for teaching purposes. All right, hopefully this paint is still okay to use. All right, so the big tools really stink. Nope, that paint is not good. The big tools I use the least, so I'll just tell you that right now. They tend to be quite problematic. But I can show you some ways that'll, maybe help you. But typically, I used to throw out the tools that, like the two biggest ones, just because they were more problems than they were worth. But, okay. Sorry, I just got some paint. So with these rods, more paint is better. So you still want to go in with the less pressure, but you see how it's pulling? You just want to kind of keep adding paint. And eventually, it'll kind of like fill itself out. You see? You're just not using enough paint, that's all. Just don't like press down, because if you press down, you're gonna squish out, first of all, and you're gonna get like a lumpy dot. So whenever I dot with the rods, I never like fully touch the surface with like my tool. I press down only until I can see the paint start to like, basically be the size of the rod. And then I just kind of pick up more and more paint as needed and just kind of fill them out. Yeah, with the tools, less pressure is more, or less is more. More paint, less pressure. And the same thing goes with like any of the smaller ones too. Like this one's slightly smaller. So I'm gonna start off with a lot of paint. Just press enough to get the size dot that matches the size tool. You'll kind of see it kind of go out the edge just slightly. That's how you know that you press down far enough. And then you just add more paint. Honestly though, I don't really pay that much attention to like the little nipple. So like on this one, for instance, I wouldn't pay too much attention to that, because once that dries and you add a top dot, which most of the time you'll add a top dot, like here, I'll show you, because you can see it on this one. You see how it kind of has that little dimple? When you add a top dot on top of it, it'll go away. So don't focus too much on like the little dimple, because it will kind of spread out a little bit. And the more paint that you use, the longer it's going to take to dry. And sometimes, depending on like where you're located, your dots might crack. So don't use too much paint. But yeah, don't press down. Don't press down. So I hope that helps. No, the more paint and more problems kind of only matters when you're using the small tools. But I tend to like do a kind of little scoop method that even with my small tools, I kind of like scoop. And so it's kind of hard to see, but you can see that it's like a nice little droplet of paint. It's definitely bigger than the tip of the tool. I think I'll wipe it off. It's definitely bigger than this guy. But that helps like when you do walking dots to not have to double dip. Double dipping is bad. I mean, it's not bad, but you want to avoid it. Holographic, black holographic glitter and resin. These are all molded from resin. Yes, here are the new nails. Just got them done earlier today. Just taking off the plastic wrapping because, you know, I have quite a bad habit of not taking off my plastic wrapping of my paint bottles. Trying to get into the habit of doing it though. It will be, yeah. It will be. Or it might be a keychain, one of the two. I paint them all up and then I decide whether or not I want to turn it into a badge reel or a keychain. I'm currently mostly working on badge reels because I need to kind of restock my badge reels, but like here's a finished one. And it's got the alligator swivel, which I think these ones are better than the other ones, but here's a finished one. So I probably have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. I have like 13 finished badge reels right now, but I have a few others that I'm like working on. I just ran out of the badge reel part, so I'm waiting on Amazon. I think they're gonna be delivered tomorrow, but you know. 13 is one of my lucky numbers. Surprisingly. It's because my birthday is on the 13th, though, that's why. Thanks. Yeah, I like badge reels. Badge reels are like super popular for craft shows. Badge reels and keychains, because they're like little things, you know. They're not too pricey. They're kind of in the budget of most people when they go to craft shows. I tend to think that basically anything around like 25, maybe 30 sometimes and down tend to sell the best. Of course, I bring things from like all different price ranges, but I focus mostly on that price range. I bring the most of things within that price range. Oh, do you? I have one on May 6th, so not for a little bit of time, but I figure the earlier I start kind of prepping for it, the better. Especially because I am still looking for like more shows in like the spring and summer. So I don't want to have to just be crafting for those. I'd rather, you know, be prepared ahead of time, and that way like during the summer and fall I am prepping for my holiday shows, because I did like 5 of them I think last year, and I want to do more than that this year. So we'll see, but definitely many, many ornaments. Lots and lots of ornaments will be done. We're gonna do what we did last year. I know I'm kind of thinking a few months ahead of time, but for the month of July, we're gonna be painting ornaments all July, celebrating Christmas in July. And then we'll take a break from ornaments for just a little bit. And we'll pick back up on them and work on them for like the whole season. I can't wait. I really can't. I can't freaking wait. Thanks. So we'll see how these like summery spring shows go. Yeah, the ornaments are my favorite thing to make. Out of anything that I make, the ornaments are my favorite. I'm going to move this dot over just a little bit. Oh, I need to plug my phone in. Meh, I hate plugging my phone in. Whoops, wrong light. I unplugged the wrong thing. It's about time. Yeah, I have 4 colors. The like clear yellowy, like that, the normal like glow color, that one's my favorite. I think it just glows the brightest. But I have a green, a purple, and an orange as well. And I like them. They're good. I would recommend. I don't have any like issues with them. I didn't expect that to like be stuck on the sponge. Okay. Green. What am I doing? Well, I guess we'll change it up. Hi. Done with work? Yeah. So, no, it's a top coat. You can't add it to any paint unless it's like, you know, a glitter paint. You could probably add it to like a clear based glitter paint, but adding it to the regular paint's not going to do anything. It'll just be a top dot kind of thing. So just keep in mind whenever you do use it though, it kind of gives it like a matte frosted kind of look. So it might lighten up the color. Like if you were to use it over black, you would see that kind of like glow in the dark, like paint kind of effect on top of it. That won't go away. But like when you turn off the lights or whatever, you won't like notice it because it'll be glowing, but it'll influence the way the paint colors look in under like normal lighting, you know, because it's not going to dry completely like clear see-through, if that makes sense. So, yeah. I guess that's the only like disappointing thing about it, but there's really nothing you can do about it. That's just kind of how glow-in-the-dark stuff is. Like if you were to have like a glow-in-the-dark, you know, something on your t-shirt, like if your lettering or something was glowing, you would also see that kind of effect to it that you won't see when the lights are off, but you'll kind of see that kind of greenish tint, that yellowy greenish tint. That's exactly how the paint is as well. But I might add the glow to my sparkle paint. I mean, it's probably not, it probably won't do anything because you won't see the sparkles, I guess, at night, but you know. I'm waiting to add these green dots till I can kind of figure out the way I want this to look. There's a cat hair. We don't want no cat hair. I use this sponge so that I like don't have to touch it as much, but I still find myself kind of touching it, holding it still. But it's easier than it just being flat on the surface, you know, because I can still move it around. Nope. So the glitter paints are difficult. There's only a select few that I like / recommend. Right? Yeah, no, I'm not. I keep forgetting that I have it. In fact, I don't remember where I put it because I added more paints to the area that it was originally being stored in. So the glitter paints, the chunky ones in the clear base are not good. Sometimes I'll use these, but I don't really like these all that much, to be honest. Like, they're okay. I don't use them. The ones that I use all the time, though, especially when it comes to, like, Christmas ornament season, is the extreme glitter. And it's very, very fine glitter, so, like, you can't, you don't feel the glitter after the dots dry. Very funny. You don't feel the glitter after the dots dry, but it's a really fine glitter, and they dry either in a clear base or like some of them, like I have a blue one that is like a clear blue, and you just see the glitter once it dries. But I recommend those ones from Folk Art, the extreme glitter. You can get a lot of them at Walmart. Those are really the only glitter paints I use. Sometimes I'll add like holographic mica powder to resin, like my final resin coat, if I just kind of want like a little bit of a sparkly moment over the entire piece. But I don't do that very often. You know me and my hatred of Lazy Susans. But this thing that I'm painting on is resin, and that's, I put some black holographic glitter. Oh, sorry, Marina, I didn't see your question. Sleeping, as always. Doing the normal tub thing. And I mean, we can go visit him, but I hope he doesn't wake up and start being a little terror, because that's what he was doing earlier today. And I thought that he was going to be a disturbance to the live. I use DecoArt Americana. Basic acrylic paint. This is my favorite brand of paint. I think it is the best. But for like specialty paints, like the glitter paints and some metallics, I tend to use Folk Art. But regular like matte paints, DecoArt Americana. Hey, Courtney, you want to see your sloth? It's not 100% done. It needs one more layer of resin. So that'll be done tonight. So it's almost done. Maybe I should clean up my mess first. Hold on. So it just needs one more layer of resin. You can see some dots poking through. That's normal. Eventually it's going to be completely like glass-like, but I thought you'd appreciate it. I used some down glitter hauler glitter in the face because it was a cutout and I felt like I didn't want it to be like pink or anything, but here it is. I used some color shifters on it as well. But yeah, so it's almost done. Just needs one more layer of resin or so. Yeah, everybody missed the sloth because I did it on my own. I painted it one night while I was watching TV. The sloth was a custom order. I can do one again though. Oh, we should go find Toby. That's the other thing I wanted to do. I know. Oh, you are awake, child. Hello, Mr. Kitty. We gotta give them their tub time. You gonna give me a kiss? Hey, bud. Oh, Mom's got the nice sharp new nails. I got the nice sharp new nails for the tub. Her butts. Look at that handsome boy with the pretty green eyes. Yeah, like a boy. Ooh, your tail is so warm, bud. Auntie Marina says she loves you. We'll see if he starts to come over to me and bug me now. You can use any acrylic paint. There are just some that, in my opinion, work better than others. And it all has to kind of do with the consistency of the paint. So Deco Art, for me, is thinner than, it's not too thin, but it's not like too thick. Folk Art is more thick than it is thin. I've never used Crafter's Closet, I think is the brand that you just mentioned. I've never used that before. So you can definitely try it. I don't have any, I can't say if it's going to work as well as Deco Art Americana or not, but you can definitely try it. Where is that from? Are you in the US? I guess is the first question. Because I know that there are some other brands elsewhere. Bye, Marina. Where did you get your paint? I'm just kind of trying to see if it's like a generic paint or not, Did you mean Craft Smart? Is that the kind of paint that you mean? Oh, Craft Smart. I personally don't like Craft Smart, but I do know that people do use it. Do you have a Hobby Lobby near you? Because Hobby Lobby has the paint that I like to use, the Deco Art Americana, has it for 99 cents, which is cheaper than, the other paint that you can get. It's the cheapest place that you can get it. So I get most of mine from Hobby Lobby, although, I'll go to Michael's and Joann Fabrics for certain colors that Hobby Lobby doesn't have, but yeah, the majority of them are from Hobby Lobby. My tummy is hungry. The pen that I'm using right now, my dotting tool, Bumblebee themed, that would be pretty, yeah. I wonder how it would look though against the black. I'd have to do like all yellow, like a couple different shades of yellow, and then use like black top sorry, I have hiccups, black top dots. So this one actually is like my special tool. It's the most, one of the most, well, it is the most expensive dotting tools that I have. So I got a set of 4. These online from hollowtaco.com for like 24 bucks or something. So they're not any different than your regular dotting tools. Other than the fact that they just like are pretty. So you can get like your basic tools from Amazon. I also sell tools on my website as well. But yeah, these ones are just my fancy expensive tools that are nothing other than just, they just look nice. Placing shape glitter in my top dots. I would have to do it like after they dried, because the shape glitter kind of like leaves a little indentation. So like I could probably like, you know, dab a little teeny bit of like a rhinestone glue and glue a shape glitter on or whatnot. But I've noticed that if I try and like do anything on top of wet paint, it doesn't look very good. What happened to my music? Wait, how did my computer die? It's been plugged in. I'm confused. Hold on. I'm very confused. Well, I guess we're gonna be without music for a second until my computer powers back on. Oh well. I hate how like whenever like Apple products die, they take a hot second to turn back on, especially like a computer. I don't know why, but my computer takes forever, and it's like newer, so it shouldn't take forever, but it does. Yeah, I have like single tools, like single packs, and I also sell a dotting toolkit where you get 3 different like sets of tools, like full sets of tools. So your acrylic rods, your basic ballpoint dotting tools, like the straight ones and curved ones. So that's like 2 5-packs of like these kind, and then an 8-pack of like the acrylic rods. And then it comes with like some other single tools as well. So you kind of get like everything that you need. What color am I using next? I wish my music didn't shut off, but oh well. I hate the silence. It just like bothers me. But yeah, those rainbow tools, they're just pretty. They're more expensive for less, so I really don't think. Yeah, it gets you whatever you need. I think I'm just gonna random dot it here. We're gonna cluster dot for the rest of this to finish it off. And then once we get all these dots on, we'll go back to the other one, because I think we can start top dotting that. It's probably dry enough. While the music is off, if you hear my stomach growl, pay it no mind, because I'm getting hungry, but that's okay. We'll be on for like about another hour or so, and then I'll probably hop off and eat a snack. Thank you. What's going on? How are you? I just hope my tummy doesn't make other noises, because that would be embarrassing. Okay, sounds good. Exactly. Wait, that's from Wizard of Oz, isn't it? I think. Pretty sure. I'm gonna be happy if I like actually got that reference. I mean, not that I'm too young or too old for it, but that's just something that I haven't thought about. Um, no. I mean, they could be, but no. I'm making these into badge reels and phone grips. I do sell pop sockets, but I still have quite a few that I made last year, so I'm not restocking those yet because I still have a bunch. So I'm kind of restocking things that are a little bit lower in quantity. Yeah, just blame it on Toby. Too bad he's like sleeping kind of far away from me. That's what I thought. Thanks. Oh boy, I just saw my mom text me. It came in through my phone. I saw it go. My one cousin, she finally got engaged with her like long-term boyfriend, and it was funny when they got engaged because like it was just like, well, it's about damn time. But my mom and we were talking about it the other day, and she like made a little comment. It was like, what if Alyssa gets married before you? Because I've been engaged for like a little over 2 years, and we still haven't set a wedding date. We were gonna get married in 2024. That's the plan, but you know, money's just so tight right now. We just don't have the money to put down payments on things. So like I just kind of stopped wedding planning because, you know, we just don't have the money right now. My mom just sent me a message saying that my cousin, they set a wedding date. And it's like, well, good for them. Good for them. Yeah, but, you know, I have that, like, that want, you know, from, like, just dreaming about that day since I was a little girl. And personally, it's just not something that I really want to give up, you know. The cheap and easy way would be, you know, get married at the courthouse and have, like, a nice little party. But I don't want to... I feel like I'm going to regret that decision because, you know, I just feel like, yeah, we'll get married and we'll say that we'll have like a party or an event or whatever, and then it never happens. So, you know, I was kind of thinking more so like a more of a destination wedding where, you know, the people in the bridal party and like the close family and friends would go, but, you know, that way, you know, it's not hopefully probably as expensive, you know, you don't have to pay for as many guests and whatnot. So I'm leaning more towards a destination wedding, even though originally I didn't want that. But yeah, I kind of told her that because both of my parents, well, they're still together, but my parents, they just, you know, life has happened, and they're not going to be able to help with the wedding in any way monetarily, which I didn't expect them to, but, you know, like they always plan to be able to help at some point, you know, but they can't. So it's literally all up to me and Scott. His mom said that they would help, but I don't want to rely on that. And also, like, I feel kind of guilty, and who knows, like, how much they would. So I'm trying to plan it as if, like, him and I are paying for it 100%. And until like we have the money, I can't really do much because you need money to do down payments on like everything, right? You can't just set your wedding date and like have everything and then pay for it at the end. Like everybody requires a down like payment on things. So we need the world to stop being so expensive for a little bit so I can start putting money away. But yeah, I mean, I'm not in a crazy rush to get married, but I do want to get married soon, but you know. Yeah, I mean, I don't think our wedding's going to be all that large. I have more people probably that would come than like for him. Like my family's all in Pittsburgh. His family is not. I mean, I'm sure they would travel, but I feel like I just still have a bigger family. But yeah, it's just kind of got to be creative. Yeah, life is just expensive, and I mean, it would be nice to like officially be married, but like we've been living together for a while. It's like we basically already are, without the fact, or without like the whole marriage title. Wait, experience about what? What? Oh, I see. I know, wouldn't that be funny? We kind of joked about me setting up, you know, a camera and letting you guys watch, but that was just a joke. Yeah, exactly. We already kind of act like we are married. We do everything together. We've had a bank account together since, I mean, honestly, like less than a year into our relationship. Which is a little risky, I understand, but, you know, we just kind of jumped in and did it. So, literally everything's together. We just don't have the title, and he's not in a rush. So, I think it's more so my parents that are in a rush. Yeah, I'm sure it wouldn't feel any different. But when we went out for my dad's birthday in November, they started talking about the wedding, and my mom was like, you know, is it going to be in 2023? Because that was like the original thought, it would be this year. And I was like, no, we're thinking like, you know, 2024. And my dad's like eating, and he like slams his hand on the table. He's like, damn it. Are you serious? So I'm like, yeah, sorry, Dad. I mean, does another year make a difference? But now, who knows? But yeah, I'm hoping that, you know, give it a few months and hopefully we can get some more money saved up. I'm trying to like figure out a way to do a little like nest egg just to get like, you know, a down payment on something so that we can at least like set a date, you know? Yeah, see, he's not like an outdoorsy person. I wanted to do like one of those like, not the barn weddings, but you know how like a lot of those venues are like kind of like in a barn, and it has like all the pretty string lights and all you know, stuff like that. Like I just think that's beautiful. I've been to a handful of weddings you know, over the last like 8 years, and most of them have been in a setting like that, and so I just was always like I want mine like that. And he was like, absolutely not, like we're not doing a barn wedding. And I'm like, it's not in a barn, it's just that's where the reception is. But he was like, if you want me to be unhappy at our wedding, go ahead and have your damn barn wedding. So we have to settle on a venue. I think or like a theme, I guess. We're kind of thinking more like, industrial, kind of modern, I think. 'Cause like, you know, I feel like that would kind of fit our vibe a little bit more. But he's been saying we should do a destination wedding for a very long time. So he might get his wish, honestly. Yeah, like it's super popular. There's such pretty like venues, so freaking pretty. But yeah, I don't know. We're probably gonna do a destination wedding. I don't know when. I'm more of in a rush to, not rush, but I would like to get married. He really doesn't care too much. Like he's a typical dude. But my parents, like, they know that we're not gonna be having kids, so they haven't been asking about that, thankfully. But, you know. Oh, my computer's back on. Hooray. Get that music back on. About to respond to my mom. Good for them. I just said, good for them, LOL. No, I'm just like, I don't know. I'm not a kid person. I mean, like, I like kids, but like, not, I like when I can give them back. And I just don't feel that like mom kind of want, and I know people say like it's different when you have your own kids, but like I don't know, call me selfish, but I literally can't imagine. Like I want a family, but I don't want kids. It doesn't make sense. But he does not want kids. So that was like talked about at the very beginning of our relationship. And having a bunch of animals that sounds nice too. I'm totally cool. Like I'm 100% content with being like, the aunt. If my friends and, whatever, like they all have kids, which my best friend has a kid, a couple of my friends have kids. Like I'm cool, being that cool aunt for them, and having them grow up with a lot of with a big support system and, of not just like their parents and immediate family, you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, like, I can just like, I know how I am now, and, like, I know Toby's a cat, but Toby wakes up early and messes with things, and, like, I just get so mad when I can't go back to sleep because the cat is awake and just making noise, and I just can't imagine having to wake up and deal with like crying kids all the time. And like it's not like it's like once they're out of the baby phase like they're fine. Like no, like you got a handful of years dealing with it. And like I've been around enough kids where like they're super cute and then they just like have a meltdown for no reason, and I just like I can't handle it. Like I don't know why my brain just gets so annoyed and mad and just frustrated, and there's nothing you can do. They're upset. But yeah, I knew I didn't want kids, but like I want a family, so like I'm still trying to kind of figure that one out, because and like the only way, and this is how I know that I shouldn't have kids, or not shouldn't, but how like I don't want kids, is that the only thing that's making me question not having children is me being afraid to die alone. Like that's the only thing that's making me like be like, oh, it would be nice to have kids. And that's not a good reason, you know what I mean? So I plan to surround myself with a lot of people and friends and, make an impact on like enough people that like, hopefully I don't have to die alone. But that shouldn't be that to me, it's not a decision. Like it's not worth making that big decision, But yeah, I mean, I'm totally cool having lots of animals. Yeah, I wish that I could, I wish I had that mindset, Kayla, but it's my biggest fear, which obviously there's nothing I can do about it. It happens, but I have not been able to really kind of come to terms. I mean, like, I know that it's going to happen. Everyone dies. But, since I've been like not working and like doing my own thing, like not getting up and going to, an everyday job. I've had a lot of time to focus on that kind of thing. And I didn't realize like how terrifying it is. And I've been like in my own thoughts a lot more than I used to be. And I realized that like I have a lot of like anxiety related around that thing. And I don't think that really will ever change. I hope to one day have like a different view on it, but like I'm scared. But yeah. Yeah, and it's a different day and time. I mean, the world is a scary place, and oh, that was not ready for a top dot. The world is a really scary place, and you know, I feel like a lot of people my age are making the decision, you know, because they're afraid of their kids growing up in this type of world, you know? So, yeah, I mean, there's other, like, personal reasons, like, that we, like, don't want kids, but a big one is just, it's just not for us. Yeah, exactly. So, you know, hopefully my sister will have kids one day, and I'll be Aunt Jenna, and, you know, I'll have a few, like, you know, nieces and nephews, you know, blood or not blood, you know. So I've thought about that too, but I don't know if I don't know. I think I'm just, like, not meant to take care of anybody besides animals. I can babysit. Yeah, returning them is good. Like, I was watching my best friend's kid when they had, like, a wedding or something, or yeah, they had a wedding, and we were all going to the wedding, but they were in, like, her and her husband were in the wedding, and so they had to, like, do, like, the rehearsal dinner the night before or that morning. They were doing something in the morning. I think she was getting her hair done and he was doing something, but I had to watch her son until, like, the other friend was able to come over and, you know, watch him with me. And, like, I think I was with him for about an hour, and I was like, the other friend walked in and I was like, oh, thank God. Thank God you're here. You know, she brought, like, donuts, and he was happy, but he was, like, starting to have a meltdown, and I was like, dude, I don't know how to help you, man. Like, I'm sorry that you're upset. I don't know why you're upset. Everything's good. I just don't know how to deal with kids. I didn't grow up with kids either. Like, everybody was either older than me or my age. You know, we didn't have little nieces and nephews and cousins running around. Like, we were the younger ones, and everybody else was older. So I just don't have that experience, and so that probably might be one of the reasons as well. I'm making a badge reel, by the way. He, I think, was 2 at the time, because he'll be 4 in October. And, like, even at 3, I mean, he still has his meltdowns, but, you know, like, that just, I don't know if I could handle that for 3, 4, 5 plus years, you know, like, how old are they to where they can, like, not cry over things all the time? I say, like, I like kids when they're old enough to, like, play with themselves. That sounds weird. Like, you know, like, they're old enough to take care of themselves and not need you to, like, play with them and keep them, like, occupied. You know, you just have to be there to make sure they're not getting into trouble. I like kids at that age the most, but you can't fast forward through life. So, you know, I just know that I would be a very unhappy person for, you know, a long time, and it just does not seem to me. Oh, I'm sorry. And that's not fun either, you know? And that's why I kind of say, like, maybe I am selfish, because sometimes I feel like conversations like this, like, they're nice because it's open and honest, right? But the last thing in the world that I want to do is, like, you know, make someone sad, because I know that there are people out there who, like, genuinely want kids and they can't. And I know that it upsets a lot of them when there's people like me who, like, I mean, I think I can have kids. I don't know. Obviously, I haven't tried, but who potentially, like, could have kids and is, like, actively choosing not to. Like, there's a lot of resentment that I know people hold towards people like me. And so sometimes it can be tough to talk about it, not because, like, you know, I'm uncomfortable, but because I'm, like, worried that I might upset someone because I'm a people pleaser and I don't want, to hurt anyone's feelings or make them feel a certain way. But also, it's nice to have these conversations sometimes with you guys. Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing. You never know what health issues are going to happen with the kids, too. And I don't feel like I could take care of, autistic and, like that kind of stuff. I feel like I could handle, but I don't know. I just don't know. Yeah, I mean, my best friend, she had her son and she wanted a couple kids and she's like, nope, we're done. He's enough. We're totally done. But yeah. And I mean, like, also, and they say that this would change if I had my own. I worry too much. Like when I was like hanging out with, I guess he's kind of my nephew, not really, but my best friend's kid, we were hanging out, like mom and dad were in the house and I was like playing outside with him in the leaves and he was running around like with a stick and I was like panicking. And like meanwhile they're like, he's fine, he'll be fine. And I'm like, oh my God, he's gonna fall and freaking kill himself on a stick, whatever. Like I worry too much and I just feel like I'd be that overly like parent, and that's another stress I don't want. Thanks. Yeah, and some people have kind of come to terms with it, but I know that there are a lot of people that like resent people like me. And I don't want that to be the case. Yeah. Yeah, that too, I not that I would like I don't think that I would be that person like if it would happen, like cuz Scott and I like we kind of always were like if it happens it happens, but we're not going to try. I don't think I'd be like mad or whatever and hate if I got pregnant. Like I probably would be fine with it if it obviously there's a time and a place for everything, but if it happens it happens type of thing. So I wouldn't be that parent that like resents the kid and then that kind of thing. I wouldn't be like that, but there are people that I don't that are like that, and that's the other thing is like some people have the kids and they don't want them, and or they shouldn't, like not fair to the kid. Very, very expensive. Yeah, I mean, we can barely like live on our own, the two of us. How the hell are we supposed to raise a child? Well, that's nice, I mean, it worked out in one way or another. Like, even just because he's not blood does not mean like he's like really any less of a child to you. Yeah, it's not fair, but I know that there are people that are like that. I wouldn't be like that, but Yeah, thankfully, people that I've met on this platform have been like nothing but supportive about it. Like, I don't think I've had anybody like, they might have been surprised, upon the first time hearing that like I don't have plans to have children. But, like once they kind of hear my why and stuff, like they're not like upset about it. You know what I mean? They understand. And there's so many of us like that. I mean, I have so many friends that are like, no, we're not having kids. Like, I think that's the time nowadays, which is kind of sad, but there are a lot of people that are around my age that are legit choosing not to. Yeah, I mean, I would imagine that infuriates me too. I mean, it should infuriate anybody, but oh, so technically you got two boys now. Should we try and, yeah, let's try and do this. Where is my paper? Paper, maybe? I lost my, sorry, loud noise. I lost my little stencil, so I'm gonna have to make a new one. I am sticking with the neutrals and using these 4, I think. Maybe this one too, but definitely these 4. Yeah, I mean, if I were to have a kid, I'd want to give them the best life that I possibly could, and right now that would just not be the case, unfortunately. Sadly. Thanks, I appreciate it. Ooh, this is a perfect circle. Sweet. I did see that, yeah. I saw something about that. All right, so you guys want to know how I find the center on small things? I cut this out with my Cricut. This was completely unintentional that it was the same size. So I'm going to use it because, you know, but typically if I were trying to make a stencil to find a center, I would trace this on a piece of paper and cut out a circle. But so let's pretend that I traced this and cut this out, and it just so happens that it's a perfect circle. Anyways, then I fold it up a couple times, kind of like a pizza taco, 4 slices. I don't typically do more than that. It's usually good with 4. I get it into 4 even sections. You can do 1 more if you want, but 4 tends to work for me. Oh, really? Of course. Of course they are. So I fold this up like as even as possible. And then I take some scissors and I just snip the tip off just a tiny bit. There's a kitty. Hold on. Well, let me open this up. And then you see there's a little hole, and then once you flatten it out, you put it over, and then you hold it in place, take your dotting tool, and you should have a nice, perfect center, or a better center than it would be if you were to just try and eyeball it. I have a friend. I got a friend sitting next to me. Hi, bud. Oh, are you? Okay. Yep, you're gonna try and hang out on my lap, huh? Mr. Kitty. Hi, bud. I love you. He's the handsomest. I'm kind of comfy right now, bud. I don't feel like scooting out so that you can sit on my lap. Oh, and my phone's plugged in, and you're going to start chewing on the cord. So I'm going to say a big fat no. Dude, come on. Can you, like, leave me alone? I love you, but jeez. Yeah, super smart. I wish I could take credit for this, but no. We had a follower. I don't think she's watching anymore, but she kind of tipped me off to that method. But yeah, so yeah, typically I trace, but this happened to be the perfect size pretty much. So I just kind of line it up. I kind of feel it up, make sure that it's, you know, as centered as possible. And then I take a tiny dotting tool and I poke right through the center. And when I lift it up, you got a nice center to go off of. I'm going to save this because this will work a lot better than the one that I was using. Toby Tobe, everybody says hello, Mr. Green Eyes. I love how he sits with like his tail curled around his body. It's just adorable. Oh, did it? Have you used it yet? Whoops, I just like punched my phone. And then once I have that circle, that little dot drawn on, or, you know, dotted on, I'll go back in with a larger tool and just make the dot bigger. Every time I go to Hobby Lobby, I look for one or a few because they're not that expensive. I look for a few so that I can grab them for you guys. But mine has also been out for a second. I saw one like last month and like I thought about grabbing it, but at the time no one said that they needed one, so I didn't grab one. But maybe I should next time I go if there is one, just so that, you know, I can get one for you guys. For anyone who needs it. Because they're cheaper if you can get them at Hobby Lobby. They're cheaper than what you can buy them for at Amazon. So, save you a couple bucks. Well, it might be the same when, you know, shipping or whatnot, but, you know, still. You should love it. It definitely made my life a lot easier. And if you don't love it, for that, I'm sorry. That's true. That is true. Silly Amazon. So I know that these aren't really perfectly matching up, just because I guess some of my dots were smaller, but I'm basically just trying to make them as even as possible. It's this thing. This circle tool from, well, I got mine at Hobby Lobby, but you can get one at, on Amazon. And I use this to draw, like, the circle, the bunch of circles, like, on my larger, like, mandala animals. This has been a lifesaver for me. You found the watercolor pencil, though? Well, that's a plus. Yeah, it's been a lifesaver for me. If I didn't have it, I definitely wouldn't be doing the animals that I've been doing. Because it would have been, like, I used to use, like, plates and, you know, basically anything round I could find, but it always seemed to be a little off center, and I never, you know, was truly happy with it. This dark green is called it's Hauser medium green. Oh, I have paint all over me. Hauser medium green. There's a light version of that color, a medium, and a dark version as well. The dark is really dark, and it's one of those ones that doesn't dry very nicely. So I had it in my collection, and I use it to kind of like mix colors, and then I'm out of it, and I'm not replacing it because I don't really see that I would really use it. So ooh, purple would have been a really pretty color to add into this instead of blue. That would have been really pretty. Like, oh, I don't know what the hell that sound was. My like tongue stuck to my mouth. Sorry. Like kind of like a lavender kind of color with these greens. Ooh, that would be really pretty. Oh yeah, I can't use compasses. I don't know why. They've never worked for me ever, which is why I like the other things so much. They do make oval dotting tools. Is it Happy Dotting Company? Do they sell the oval tools? I don't have them. They're just not something that I'm interested in. But I know that they, like a couple places, like a couple like dotting companies sell them. Yeah, I have it. I have it as well, Brie. I like it a lot. It's been helpful for like larger circles. You're talking about like this thing, right? This ruler where like you like stick something in here and then the ruler spins around itself. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought that was Happy Dotting Company. Yeah, it works really, really well. I recommend that. I usually just like stick my nail in the center to hold it still because my nail is pointy enough. Oh, are you talking about like just like the little eraser like caps? That's what you use to make your like oval shape? Huh. I would never have thought to use that. That's interesting. Smart. How often do you have to replace them? I mean, I'm assuming if you wipe them off, you know, in between use, you can get a decently long use time out of them, right? Oh, who did you see that did that? Who was the smarty pants that did that? Oh, got it. And I did see the comment that someone said that the blue looks good. I know it looks good, but the purple would look really good with this too. So I might have to keep that in mind for the next time. If I use these greens together, maybe I would do the purple. Is that YouTube, Sharon? I don't know if I know Aaron's name, or like if I know who Aaron is. Oh. I tend to really not know many people, like, originally from Instagram, you know? I don't know. I know people on Instagram through, like, you know, people that I've met through, like, TikTok, but not usually the other way around. Still working on my Instagram. That's one of those, that's the social media that I feel like I'm having the most trouble growing. I just can't get a hang of it. I'll get a nice amount of views on a reel, like a couple, like 100,000, maybe more, and I don't get any followers from it. It just doesn't make sense. I am using acrylic paint from DecoArt Americana. Sorry, I missed those comments come through. I was looking down. DecoArt Americana acrylic paint. Ooh, Lisa, that's so pretty. I must not have seen. Did you say something else about what do you mean about what I put on my finished pieces? Did you say something before that? Because I don't think it came through. Yeah, I have a bunch of different dotting tools on my website. I didn't see that one. Yeah, it must not have come through because I just scrolled up a little bit and I didn't see anything before that. Do you mind asking that question again? Oh, I see. My name's Jenna. What Facebook post were you trying to tag me in? Yeah, that's such a pretty color. And it goes well with a lot of colors as well. Oh, was that your original post? Or you were just trying to get me onto that post? I had a couple people tag me in it. I saw it eventually. I like woke up to some tags and I went to the post and I thought someone stole my art. That was my original thought before I read it. All I saw was like my art and I was like, someone really trying to take credit for my stuff? But then I read it and they were like, what does this artist use? That's all right. Someone beat you to it. I was tagged in it anyways. Oh, okay, yes. I know who you are. I saw your comment saying that you follow me. Yeah, dude, I was like, what? A lot of people don't, you know. Some people I only know their names through Facebook, and like I'll know who they are on here. Others, like, they have matching names. It just kind of depends. Sometimes I just forget who's who, so it's hard to keep track of everyone. There's one of me and lots of you guys, but I do try very hard. Yeah, I've been a member of that group for a while. I just I don't post very often in there. I think I said this the other day, but yeah, I used to post in there all the time because, I mean, I don't really know, like, what, you know, everybody has, like, a different idea of, like, what a beginner is, you know? And to me, a beginner is, like, someone who, you know, hasn't been doing something for very long, even if, you know, they're decent at it, you know, and they've only been doing it for, you know, a couple months or, you know, whatever it may be, they're still a beginner, right? I haven't even been painting dots for 2 years yet. My 2-year, like, anniversary, my dot-iversary is the beginning of March. So we're almost at 2 years. But sometimes I would still consider myself, like, a beginner, like, time-wise, you know? Spent lots and lots of time practicing. So, you know, I'm not quite as beginner quality, but I still have a lot of stuff to learn. But anyways, so I would post stuff in that group because, honestly, I really like that group a lot. People are way, like, nicer in that group than, like, some of the other dot artist groups. Like, I feel like you post things, not that I post things only for likes, but, you know, it is nice to see when people like my work, and I feel like I post in other things and nobody gives a flying F. But at least in that one, like, you get a lot of good, like, you know, a lot of good response, and, like, you meet a lot of new people in that group, you know, so I really like that group. I just don't post in it because, and I was trying to find the post earlier today because I really wanted to read back on it and kind of, like, laugh about it, but someone, like, got mad at me for posting something because they said they felt that I was too good to be in that group and that I shouldn't be posting because I make other people feel bad. Everything does go straight to social media, yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you scroll far enough, you'll see some of my posts from back in the day. But yeah, I just don't like to post in there because someone got mad at me and I felt bad. I had a lot of people come to my rescue, though, and they were just like, that means nothing. They were like, she literally is still a beginner. Just because she's better than you doesn't, like, mean shit, basically. And, like, they were still urging me to post because, you know, a lot of people were like, you know, I'm brand new at this, and I like to see people who haven't been doing it very long but still have, like, a decent work out of it, you know? But yeah, I just kind of hang out in the curtains, and I'll like people's pictures and I'll comment and stuff, but I don't usually post my work anymore. Thanks. There are crybabies on every platform. Let me see, Jen. Hold on. Oh, are those the colors that you wanted me to use originally? Or wait, no, you sent that to me already, didn't you? Hold on. What are you putting on that one? So typically I can find any, or most, like, shapes. I just have to look for them. So I can look really fast and see if I can pull one up. But how I typically do it is, I'll put a silhouette on my website, and once it's purchased, I go and actually purchase the blank. So typically I say, like, do you have Instagram or somewhere where I can, like, we can send pictures back and forth, or mostly I send pictures? Because what I typically do, if someone's looking for a specific breed or, you know, whatever, I'll usually try and find a few different ones and let you pick the one that you like the most, and then I'll, like, post it on my website for purchase type thing. Yeah, message me on Instagram, and then when I hop off my live tonight in about, like, I don't know, 15 minutes or so, I'll get back with you and look for some shapes for you. Sounds good. Well, that's good. It seems like overall, Sam, you had a better experience than I did. I mean, I'm glad that you had a better experience. Not that mine was all that terrible, but I definitely was not enjoying my my symptoms. I made this one the other day, and I'm just not quite sure how I feel about it. I think I need to add some top dots to it. Maybe I should do, like, black. Try some black top dots, see what happens. I wasn't quite crazy about it. Yeah, very much so, thank goodness. When I tested positive, I don't want to say, like, I was really, like, worried, you know, but, like, there was still that kind of, like, oh shit, you know, in the back of my head. Oh, I hate when that happens. What do you mean you messed up on the black one? You did? I didn't even notice that one was different. Hold on, let me scroll back. Oh, I see. Yeah, you changed the background. The background. I do like that lighter background with those colors. I think it's very pretty. Oh no, she did. I'm sorry. Hopefully her symptoms are, you know, relatively, like, not too bad. Mine wasn't bad. The worst symptoms I had was I had a fever for 2 days. 3 days. But it was like a lower grade fever, but I was just like, I had the chills, you know, my skin hurt, but, and like, I was like super congested, but it felt like a really bad cold. I didn't have any like chest congestion or anything like that. Typically when I get sick, I do get it in my chest, but I did not with this. At least, you know, not the strain that I caught. Right, yeah. I mean, I have like certain underlying like conditions or just like things that like run in my family that like could have made it worse for me. So like that's why I kind of was like, oh shit. But yeah, it was better than I thought it was gonna be. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Lisa. I wasn't like even gonna come back to this one, but sometimes you just need to put something down for a little bit and come back with like a fresh view of things. So like maybe I'll like how this looks after I do all the top dots. Yeah, there are quite a few people on here that have purchased some animal stuff from me. Thank you all again very, very much. I hope you guys know I take pictures of all of my pieces before I send them off. Usually I show it to you, but I still take pictures of every single one, and I do intend to make a like an album to bring to my like shows that I do, like my markets and stuff, so that people can kind of flip through and see all the different things that I've been able to do, you know, through the year. So your stuff will, like, I mean, I don't want to say that it's going to be on display, but your stuff will be in my album for people to see when I do some shows. Perfect. I will definitely respond back when I get off my live. I'll do a little look-see and see what shapes I can find for you. Yeah, I definitely like want to be able to do that, because I feel like they're all like, you know, different color schemes, patterns, all that kind of stuff. And I feel like it's a really good way to kind of showcase my work, especially if I don't wind up bringing up, you know, a lot of like those pieces to shows, you know. At least people can still see that I can do stuff like that, you know. Or if someone's like, oh, have you ever done this? I can be like, potentially, yes, I have. I also have an album going on in my phone, and at the end of the year, I'm going to try and make some type of like collage of like all or most things that I've painted this year. I don't know where I'll post it, but I do plan to do something with that as well. This is an interesting design. I don't dislike it as much as I did originally. Thanks. I think I didn't like it because it was like certain areas it's like doesn't match up 100%, but I do think it looks a lot better with the black. Yeah, the black really did help, which is funny because like you don't often think to use like black top dots all the time. No, that was just a funsy. I had people like ask me to do a butterfly, and I was like, okay. But it was more so just like a, you know, have you done a butterfly yet? You should. I do know that someone was interested, but, you know, it's not going to be done until this weekend, so kind of like a first come, first serve most of the time. Every once in a while, you can ask me to save something, and if I'm like in a good mood, no, I'm just kidding. If I'm feeling a certain way, sometimes I'll reserve pieces, but for the most part, I don't like reserving pieces, just because I want it to be as fair as possible to everyone, but, you know, it doesn't hurt to, like, you know, ask. But most times I just kind of leave it up to first come, first serve. That way it can be as fair as possible to everyone. I got some new pieces today, though. When I finish doing these, which I'm not going to do the center yet because I can already tell that it's not dry enough, but I'll show you some new pieces today because I couldn't help myself, and I ordered, you know, when I had to order the the bearded dragon shape for that custom order. I couldn't just order that, you know, I had to buy some other pieces because I just can't control myself. But I'll show you some of the new pieces I got in a second. I'm not sure what color. I'm probably going to do like that medium green in the center, but I need to wait for the center to dry a little bit more because it is too wet. I can tell that I I won't have a nice looking dot if I try and dot it right now. So I will show you guys my newer pieces here in a second that we can paint eventually. I got one piece of an experiment, so I'm not sure if I'm going to do it live or if I'm just going to try and work on it, you know, on the side. And if it looks good, I'll show you guys. If not, you know, whatever. Oh, you did. Let me look. Hold on. I guess I'm waiting for that to come through, Lisa, because I did not see it. Okay. So, move stuff out of the way so I don't mess them up. This one is the custom order. So we'll be doing this one on Friday, the bearded dragon, for someone who ordered. So this is like the only custom I have right now. Oh, I see it now. It just came through. Oh yeah, proud of your swooshes. Look at you go. Very nice. Keep going. Keep practicing. You'll be like a swoosh master in no time. But here's the beardy. This one's going to be like reds, browns, you know, kind of colors. So this is a custom. That was the reason I placed the order. I got a little flamingo because I don't know, I think this would be cute. So I got a flamingo. And I got a couple like paw prints. I got 2 of these because I figured they'll probably maybe be popular, at least be popular at shows. So I'm not really sure how I'm going to do this one. I think I'm going to do mandala here and then cluster dot here. I don't know. And then the last thing I got, so here is the trial and error piece. The peacock. This is technically a turkey, but I'm hoping that I could like paint like a peacock head, like do like the blue peacock, like a large, like the neck and the head type of thing. Like, so maybe like a side profile. I don't know. I'm not sure. Like with his head turned. So I would actually paint a peacock, or at least do the blue and then do something. And then everything behind it, do like kind of like peacock feathery. So this is my idea for the peacock. Whether or not it works out, I don't know. I wish that it was a little bit more, but you know, this is the closest thing I could find because I really didn't like any of the peacock pieces. So we're playing around with this one, and if it looks great, great. If it doesn't, maybe I'll give it to my dad. I'm sure he won't mind. But so that's going to be a piece that, you know, I don't know how it's going to turn out. But yeah, so Friday we will work on the bearded dragon. So I'll be on around 2 or 3-ish. I'm not sure yet. If I'm not doing anything, I'll be on at 3. If I'm not doing anything, I'll be on at 2. If I am doing something, I'll be on at 3. It's hard to say right now. But yeah, so we'll do the bearded dragon on Friday, and then I don't know, depending on if we finish up, we'll do it Saturday or we'll start something else. But let me show you all that we did today. So this one we just top dotted today. So we got a couple badge reel / keychains done. So I'll probably, you know, resin them tomorrow and get them ready. And then we started off the day finishing up the dog. I think I'm going to put pink inside here, but because that looks a little weird now that it's dry. I just have to fix the eyes and maybe put some pink here. So that's technically done. And then we finished the butterfly, which you guys can see now that this is dry. It's really pretty and sparkly, but we finished the butterfly officially. So we got a lot done in about 4 hours, I think. I don't know, but I'm sure we can arrange to have a little resin tutorial. Like, I feel like every few weeks maybe I'll do one. I guess we're due for it because it's been a second since I did one. It was probably like last month or so, right? That's the last time I did one. So maybe I'll see. We can start off Friday doing some resin, maybe. I don't know. Depends on what I have. But maybe we'll start off Friday doing that. And then we'll jump into something else. So, yeah. Oh no. Well, okay. So let's do that. I will, I'll prep them to be resined tomorrow. So that means everything will just have tonight and most of tomorrow to dry. And then I'll prep them. And then Friday, we'll start off the live doing resin. How's that sound? I did finish the seahorse. It's up here. There's a seahorse, and then there's the cat, the orange cat. Whoops. There we go. Here's the orange cat from the other night. All right. I should be on it too. If not, I'll see you guys around 3. So if I'm not on, I will be. But I am going, woohoo! Enjoy painting tonight. It's good that you finally have that energy. I know that you were kind of itching to get started, but all right, I will see you guys on Friday. You guys have a wonderful Wednesday and Thursday. And I'll see you early afternoon on Friday. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you guys later. Bye.